and then hope that those qualities come out in the voice. Her friend, Sarah, is another major character in the novels. She's younger, so her voice is slightly higher in pitch. She, too, is a clever girl, so I tried to make her voice very fluent and fluid, as though she's processing facts and ideas quickly and with perception. She's softer than Zoe, and more comfortable in relationships with men. And that's something I've tried to convey in her tone. Now, although these books have a central female lead character, there are an awful lot of men, too. In The Last Voice You Hear, there are 4 bent policemen chasing Zoe, and they run her to earth in a location somewhere in the Peak District. The challenge is to try and make all these 40-something men, who all do similar jobs, probably have similar backgrounds, similar physiques, sound different from each other. One is an out-and-out thug. One is the softie, who wishes he'd never got involved in all this. One is extra muscle, and one is the mastermind. They all, I think, work for the Met. I imagined them all as having varying degrees of a Greater London, South East, estuary English accent, and then tried to imagine myself as ruthless or desperate or coldly controlling as I spoke the dialogue of each man. You can, I think, see the embryos of these characters who will appear later in Mick Herron's Jackson Lamb series. I've been an amazed fan of these for years, and I've listened to wonderful Sean Barrett create them for audio. I think that in Down Cemetery Road we see the beginnings of the Jackson Lamb character, in someone we get to know only as C, which is another Mick Herron joke. He makes 3 short appearances in this book. The first and biggest difficulty for me was trying not to laugh. These are real laugh-out-loud scenes. I tried them out a few times before I started to record, and I have to confess I've unashamedly channeled my inner Sean Barrett to reproduce C's voice. The hugest challenge so far was in The Last Voice You Hear. It's peppered with snatches of my very favourite Motown songs. I've loved these forever. And for a special treat, you'll be able to listen to me singing them all. Really, really badly. I can only say sorry, sorry, sorry to Mick Herron. And Aretha Franklin, you must be turning in your grave. Part 1. A.M. Chapter 1. In cartoons, when the alarm rings, the cat, mouse, dog, whatever, hauls a mallet from under the pillow and BAM! Cogs, levers and coils go everywhere. The clock face droops from its casing like a cuckoo on a spring. Morning is broken. In the real world, you simply reach a slow hand out and depress the button so the ringing stops. And for the moment it takes this to happen, you're held between 2 worlds. The dream life in which mallets are hidden under pillows by pyjama-clad animals, and the default waking mode, in which you blink twice, remember who you are, and feel detail seep back into you, the way light infiltrates the room. You're Louise Kennedy. You're 32 years old. And today is either the first day of the rest of your life, or the last day of your old one, depending on how things work out. It's Tuesday, April the 3rd. The weather's set for fair. Sunlight has already reached the bedspread, drawing upon it a range of shadow mountains, whose outcrops and valleys exactly match the folds and ridges of the curtain tops. It's time to get up. It's time to get up. Louise muffles a sigh and pulls herself out of bed. 6:45. This is where it begins. And this, too, is where it begins, an hour earlier, and some 5 miles from Louise's bed, in a grey lay-by, shielded from the A40 by a row of gasping trees. This stretch of the road, this time of the morning, most traffic is headed the other way. The first leg of the pilgrimage into London, hauling workers onto the motorway and firing them through the chalk cutting on the county border, where red kites ride the thermals overhead. Then on past the redaubed stretch of graffiti, "Why do I still do this every day?" to the stilted westway and the congestion-charged canyons beyond.